Hello you guys, Yanpai here with another video. Today, we better sit down for a history lesson as we go through the history of Smash Bros to talk about every character that's been in the game, when they joined the franchise, as well as some other characters and cuts and all that business. I know Smash Ultimate sorting system is when the characters join the series, but I thought I'd go back in time and teach you about this anyway. Welcome to the first episode, and probably the only episode, of Super Smash Past. Super Smash Bros. For the Nintendo 64 was released on January the 21st of 1999. This was the original game, and without it there wouldn't be any of the amazing games such as Melee, Brawl, Ultimate and 4. The game came with 8 characters and then 4 unlockables, which totaled to 12. These were dubbed the original 12. The characters available from the start were Mario, Donkey Kong, Link, Samus, Yoshi, Kirby, Fox and Pikachu. The 4 unlockables were Luigi, Captain Falcon, Ness and Jigglypuff. Luigi was the first example of a clone in the Smash Bros line, and we'll see more as games progress. Mewtwo was actually planned but never made the cut, probably due to time constraints, as well as Marth, and Bowser and King Dedede were actually worked on for a while, but were also cut due to time constraints. Super Smash Bros. Melee was the next game in the franchise, which was on the Nintendo GameCube. It increased the roster count by just over twice. The roster totaled at 25 characters, or 26 if you include Sheik as part of the roster, as well as returning characters from Smash. As well as returning characters from Smash. Oh, I can't speak. As well as returning characters from Smash 64, the characters that joined the battle were Peach and Bowser from Super Mario, Dr. Mario from the game by the same name that's not lame and tame, Ganondorf, Ganondorf, Young Link, Zelda and Sheik from The Legend of Zelda, Falco from Star Fox, Mewtwo and Pichu from Pokemon, Marth and Roy from Fire Emblem, and our retro characters being Ice Climbers and Mr. Game & Watch. We saw quite a few more clones this time, with Pichu cloning Pikachu, Young Link as Link, Roy as Marth, Falco as Fox, Dr. Mario as Mario, and for some reason Ganondorf as Captain Falcon. That's just a bit odd, isn't it? Some considered fighters were Banjo and Kazooie, James Bond from GoldenEye 64, Ayumi Takebana from the Famicom Detective Club, Excitebike, Mock Rider, Urban Champion, Balloon Fighter, and Bubbles from Clu Clu Land. The reason why Ayumi Takebana was actually not included was apparently because she was not popular in the West, as she was more popular in Japan, so that led to her being as a trophy instead, which was quite cool. Some planned fighters were Lucas from Mother 3, Wario, Sonic and Snake from Metal Gear, who were cut most likely due to time constraints, but they made it into Smash Bros. Brawl was a different game. Not only do we say hello to some more faces, but we say goodbye to some. So sad. We say goodbye to Young Link, Dr. Mario, Mewtwo and Roy and Pichu. We don't know why they were cut, but they just were, weren't they? That's a bit odd. Where did they go? Where did they go? However, we say hello to some more new faces, being Wario from Meta Knight and King Dedede from Kirby, Lucas from Mother 3, Rob the NES accessory that came out quite a while back, Captain Olimar from Pikmin, Ike from Fire Emblem replacing Roy, Lucario from Pokemon most likely replacing Mewtwo, our retro rep being Pip from Kid Icarus, a series that was pretty much dead, Toon Link from Legend of Zelda Wind Waker replacing Young Link, Zero Suit Samus from Metroid, Diddy Kong from Donkey Kong Country, and Squirtle, Ivysaur and Charizard being a part of the Pokemon Trainers moveset, obviously being from Digimon. This game also introduced the concept of third-party characters where, in terms of Smash Bros, the character didn't originate from a Nintendo console, aren't owned by Nintendo, and were considered guests. We saw the introduction of Snake from Metal Gear Solid, and Sonic the Hedgehog from Sonic the Hedgehog, I think that's the game. Considered characters for Brawl were Villager from Animal Crossing, the Nintendog, Geno from Super Mario RPG, Pac-Man from Pizza, Blastoise as part of the Pokemon Trainers arsenal, Ridley from Metroid, and the Mii's. The scrap characters were known as the so-called Forbidden 7. Relax Likes did a much better video than I have, so go check that out. But the characters had data in the files, and these characters were Dr. Mario, Roy and Mewtwo from Melee, as well as Dixie Kong, Toon Zelda, Toon Sheik, they could possibly refer to Tetra, and Pra_Mai, which wasn't debunked properly but speculated to be Plus and Minun from Pokemon. Super Smash Bros. For the Nintendo 3DS and the Nintendo Wii U, that's a big mouthful, released in 2014. You know, it's for ease, we'll just call it Smash 4. We saw the introduction of more characters, but we said goodbye to more as well. We parted with the following: Wolf, Snake, the Ice Climbers, Lucas, Ivysaur and Squirtle. Lucas later returned as DLC, and the Ice Climbers were cut because the 3DS couldn't handle it, even though the Wii U could. They could have just not made the 3DS, but they did anyway. But we said hello to 21 new characters, 4 of which were DLC. Fun fact, DLC was actually considered for Brawl, but apparently the Wii couldn't handle it. Storage problem, perhaps? I'm getting a bit off topic, let's get back to the newcomers. The non-DLC characters were Greninja from Pokemon X and Y, Bowser Jr. and the Koopalings from the Super Mario series, Rosalina and Luma from Mario Galaxy, Little Mac from Punch-Out, who got upgraded from an assist trophy in Brawl, Villager from Animal Crossing, Robin and Lucina from Fire Emblem, Dark Pit from Kid Icarus, Palutena from Kid Icarus, Dr. Mario returning from Melee, who's still cloning Mario, Charizard returns by himself from Brawl, Shulk from Xenoblade, the Wii Fit trainer from the Wii Fit games, the Retro Rep Duck Hunt duo being the Dog Duck and, if you include the Zapper, technically a trio, Pac-Man from the Pac-Man games, Mega Man from the Mega Man games, and the Miis were added, being Mii, Brawler, Sword Fighter and Gunner, 3 different classes you could choose. The downloadable characters were Lucas returning from Brawl, Mewtwo returning from Melee, Roy returning from Melee, and the new ones being Ryu from Street Fighter, Cloud from Final Fantasy VII, Corrin from Fire Emblem Fates, and Bayonetta from Bayonetta. Takamaru, Heihachi and Gino are actually all considered for the game. Chrom was planned but never joined, as apparently Sakurai thought he'd be too similar to Ike, Roy and Marth. Alf was actually planned to be his own character with Rock Pikmin, but made it in as an alt costume for Olimar, possibly once again being due to time constraints. Let's go, time constraints! A Rhythm Heaven series emblem was actually found in the code for Smash 4, and people have said that the chorus kids were eventually scrapped, possibly linking to the Gamatsu leak. Smash Bros Ultimate. It's probably the latest and greatest game by far. With over 100 stages, 900 music tracks, stage morphing, game modes that were requested for years, beautiful graphics, but we're talking about the characters here. Every single character from Smash Bros history has returned as a character, as playable. So no cuts were made during this game. But along with all the returning characters, we also saw the entrance of some newcomers. The Inkling from Splatoon made the way into the game, because they saw fire, that's how they joined. Ridley from Metroid killing Mario and Mega Man. Simon Belmont from Castlevania, which it didn't really save Luigi, but Luigi's dead anyway. King K. Rool from Donkey Kong Country killing King Dedede. And Isabelle from Animal Crossing New Leaf, who I originally thought was going to be an echo of Villager. Speaking of echoes, speaking of them, Ultimate also introduced a new concept for clones called Echo Fighters. They don't take up an extra character slot to their counterparts, and they can share some of their own moves and the characters they're cloning's moves. Dark Pit and Lucina fit this bill, and no, not you, Bill Cipher, go away! But we also got some new ones. Princess Daisy, who is an echo of Peach, Richter Belmont, who echoes Simon. Fun facts.
The Super Smash Bros. Ultimate version of Simon can perform moves derived from Richter in his original games, so it's hard to say who's really echoing who.
Dark Samus, who is an echo of Samus, and Chrom, who's an echo of Roy? Oh, he takes some moves from Marth, Lucina, Ike's Aether, and Roy. Okay, I get it, another Fire Emblem character. But I'm actually happy Chrom's in, thank God. So overall, we started with 12 characters and made our way up to 70 different ones, with clones being accepted as part of the character roster, and the original 12 appearing in every single Smash Bros game. I do hope you learned something today, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Any support will be great, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.